So what I have today is a big, kind of a photo, kind of a, what do we want to call it? It was a wall hanging, so I don't know what exactly. It's kind of a, it's not, kind of a canvas. We'll just call it a canvas. I have put one coat of paint on it, and that's, I'm not going to put any more. I was going to, see, here's what I'm planning. Let's just go with that. And this is going to be, hopefully turn out kind of creepy cool. Okay, let's start putting some Mod Podge down and stick it on there. Hey, Shannon. What's up, girlfriend? Okay, I am just going to slather some on there. Okay, there's where we're at with this so far. And I apologize, I don't know if I can get any higher up so you can get more of the scissors in the way there. There, so you can see more of it. There we go. That might be a little better. Okay. Amy, you're gonna have to fight me for the Halloween Queen title. Oh, shoot. I bet you did. I bet you did get the last one. Thank you, Carla. Okay. Now, to fill in this side. Okay, I knew I had paper out. I just so happen to have some of this left over from a different project. Ooh, it's going to be a little, no, it might be about right. And yes, it does not match now, but I think we'll get her there. And it's got a little bit of kind of an orange and some purple, but by the time we get done, it will hopefully go together pretty good. Okay, I'm going to decoupage this on here. Okay, let's do a little flicking, dry brushing. I got a little more on that than I should to actually call it dry brushing, but I'm kind of going to go around all these edges too real quick with some of this black. Kind of unify it all together. I can't tell if I've still got any on here. Yeah, we're about out. And I am just using the tiniest little bit here. So yeah, that blackberry, oh my gosh. I think I'm gonna have to use this huge flower too. I wanna use this one somehow, some way. But then I do also have this monstrous one here that could also be gorgeous somewhere. And yeah, and it's kind of a plum. Now that it's dried, when I painted it on, it looked more brown. But oh, love it. Okay, pay attention, Tammy. I get so easily distracted with all the pretty things. Okay, I'm gonna just put a little bit of black on here in case we don't end up, I think we'll still put some kind of would you bend on this joining seam here, but. And I'm gonna put a little black all over on here too. And that will accentuate the wrinkles, which I know you don't normally want. Jamie, I think it looks like a pajama top, so I've worn it once. Today's the second time I've worn it, so yeah, I'm not in love with it. I thought it was adorable online, but you know, it's one of those that's cuter on the hanger than actually on me anyway. But oh well, such is life, right? Okay, I'm gonna blot some of that off again. Stippling here at the seam. And yeah, you know, and I was gonna put on an apron, but they're in the house, and you know, that's like 3-4 rooms away, and I was just too lazy to go get it. Too tired. Because I'd already made several trips trying to make sure I had everything. Okay, I'm hitting the edges again. Like I said, this might take a while to complete this project, so if you got to dip and come back, I don't blame you. I want to see how it comes out later. Okay, I don't want as much on this side, but ooh, look at that. I love how that's bringing out that texture, which is actually just the wrinkles. Maybe you can just go sleep in it. Maybe. That's probably a good probability, honestly. Yeah, because it is a pretty hangy sleeve, which I liked for the fact, you know, I don't really do sleeveless these days, but okay. But I digress. Okay, I am loving that. Got that a little heavier than I want, so we'll just schmutz it around. Okay, now I want to go back to this. I'm going to use some hazelwood, and I'm just going to use the same brush. It's just kind of a gray. And kind of blend this back a little bit more. I still want to be able to see it. Good morning, Susan. I still want to be able to see it, but I don't want it to be quite as obnoxious. Because I want it to go with this a little bit more than it does. That's my thinking anyway. And basically I'm just using what is in the seal of the lid. So I'm not really using much at all. Okay. Now I think I'm going to head into the limestone color that I just happen to have out. Because I did use limestone underneath here when I painted this originally. So I'm hoping that will be the color that kind of ties them together a little bit more. But that's actually looking more white on here than it really is. So I may have to grab one more color. Yeah, I need more of it. I need like that buttercream. Hey, Courtney. Can you find me a little buttercream tester? And while you're at it, take it out of inventory. I think that's what I need to, I think it's that little buttercream yellow would match that pretty good. So, while we wait to see if she heard that. Oh, she did. There she comes. Let's start figuring out what we're going to do over here. If there's not going to be a lot of that showing, or there doesn't have to be. Let's see if I missed anything up here. Okay, so I don't know if I want to use that, something like that, or I wouldn't even have to, but I did get them out to play with. We could use some of these shorter ones too and space them out. I've also got this really cool key that might be cool up there. Thank you. Ooh, now we're talking.
Oh wait, is there one in here?
Oh, yeah, I don't know. Oh, yep.
Prairie sunset.
Ooh, prairie sunset would be too much, probably. Okay, I'm gonna open it. Okay. Buttermilk cream is this one here. And again, I'm gonna switch, no, I'm not. I lied. We're going with the buttermilk cream now, which is really a gorgeous buttery yellow. It doesn't look that pretty. Ooh, it looks horrid on the screen, but it's really pretty in person. Really like a buttery yellow. So, let me get my stuff out of the way. Let's see if that color is getting us closer. Okay, now we're talking. Now we're getting it warmed up to match the rest of it. Hey, Frankie. Yes, I love that key too. I've been dying to use it. I'm dying to use everything that I have at my disposal. I'm not even gonna lie. Time is an issue, always. But, so I apologize if this was early for some people, but, and I always worry about that, but today I'm like, you know what? I gotta do what works for me today. Because I got other things to do, and if I, like I said earlier, if I put this off any longer, I'm going to be into too many other projects and hot and sweaty and not want to come on live. So, okay, now we're going to quit there, I do believe. I would love to play in your shop. Oh, oh, well, we had some girls from the private group here a few weeks ago, and they got to play with all my things. We had a blast. I just let them rummage through everything, and yeah, I had a blast. I think they did too. Carla was up at 4:30, but 4:30 your time would be 6:30 my time. But still. And I did think of you, Carla. I'm like, well, Carla will be up, but I don't know if anybody else will be up yet. But it's a work week. It's a weekday, so. Okay. This is actually a modeling compound. This is not a wood you bend. And I love the modeling compound too. But we can cover that another time. So let me just start showing you. Oh, I have this too that I want to use somewhere. And it's broke. I mean, it came in shipping like this, but they always say just use the wood you bend tight and thick and heat that up and it goes right back together. Which I might actually just break it in half and use it in pieces on here. I think we might do that. Oh, whoop, there we did it. We're going to use it in 2 pieces. Okay. Let's figure out what we're doing. What color should we paint the key? I want to paint it, I do believe. I want to use it. I want to use these. I don't know that we need a separation in between there. Keep them separated. I do have this rope one I could use in between there that would be more subtle. Help me out. What y'all thinking? So we've got the big ones. I think that's just overkill. And I have this one already open, so maybe we'll use some of it. Is anybody giving me any ideas? This is your coffee porch time. Good, Jamie. Good. Glad I'm not interfering with anything else. Okay. Sorry, I had to have another swig. Okay, okay, there's my gorgeous flower there. I think, I don't know. So many options. The rope would look good. Thanks, Candace. Love the key. 3 roses, circle back to back. Like that? That's interesting too. I was gonna put I don't know. I was thinking more like that, and I like them on an edge, but I don't know that I would want them on that edge. That's too much. Okay, let's see here. And if we use some blackberry on this side, or this side, we need to use it on this side too to balance it out. Or, yeah, or we could have it down like here. I know it's hard for you guys to tell me what to do, isn't it? Without. You wouldn't separate the 2 papers. Looks cool like it is. I'm kind of with you, Patricia. But I kind of want to use it. So it's tough. It's tough to decide what to do. Okay, if we did something like that, we put that key can overlap. And then, yeah, I don't think we need a dividing line, really, per se. Okay, I think I'm coming up. I just wanted to show you how to use this more than anything, but okay. I do have copper. Are you thinking for the key or for these little guys? I'm almost thinking for these little guys. You like this, Carla? Okay, I think I'm liking this too. The key, maybe a rusty color. Let's see what I got sitting here. This one is kind of, okay, I think copper and rust, we're in the same. Yeah. So many things to play with. Thanks for letting me play with this with you guys. We're gonna use some of this because that goes really well with this here too. Oh, this makes me happy playing with all my little things here. And this is something I do not get to do nearly often enough. Okay, let's paint these the copper color. And I'm just gonna brush it on there. Not doing anything fancy. And this is highly pigmented, so I mean, it really does look, I mean, it doesn't take a lot. Hey, Frederica. Ooh, pretty. Ah. Little guys. What's that mean? Maybe this is what you meant for the little guys. Or, I don't know. Oh my gosh, I'm loving this. I hope you can see it. It's hard for me to paint it and have it comfortable for me and be able to show you. But I'm trying. I think I will heat this up a little so it will lay a little bit flatter. And that is one of the things with this wood you bend, that it is what it says. It's wood that you bend with heat. So if we had a corner, like I've used it in my private group on a jewelry box where we molded the flowers around the sides, and I think that's what we did with them. There was something, we did some things around the sides to bend them. Okay, this is drying very quickly, but I'm gonna set it down and do the other one real quick. Okay, that is looking phenomenal. I love that. Hello, my love.
What's up?
Are we getting rural water today?
Yep.
So do we need to shut off any water, or are we gonna
No.
be without water at some point,
We're
or?
just getting it to the pit, and then I gotta hook it up to the house.
Oh,
That might be after harvest.
are you serious?
I don't know if I'm gonna have time.
Okay.
All we need is a modular home, according to Tony.
Grown corn.
Yeah. I told that to Combine Ryan a while ago, and he got a kick out.
Sorry, hubby popped in for a minute. We're gonna have rural water here eventually, but apparently, has anybody seen that video with that little boy? Kept saying apparently. Anyway, Greg has to finish up hooking it up, so he's telling me now that might be after harvest. So, no need to get all excited. We're still gonna be dealing with our well water till then, which is not the end of the world. We've had well water forever. And it's gonna suck having a water bill. But hopefully we'll have more pressure, yada, yada, yada. I hope. Be disappointed if we don't.
Don't get too hopeful. End of the line.
Anybody out here we know doing the digging?
Yeah, couple.
Okay.
I don't want to head out there and see what's up.
Okay. Sorry, slight detour there. Would love to see pictures. Pictures of what? Oh, somebody else has got something they want to see. Old antique copper pots. Oh, I can't read it all now, but I will later. One on that color you're using to paint the clock with. Oh, maybe, what are you? Well, water tastes the best. I do agree. For the most, if you've got it filtered out, because ours is heavily sulfur. So we have the whole Culligan water, water thing in the basement to make it go through. And then if that does not work for some reason, right away, because it starts stinking pretty good. But yes, I would much rather have, but we've had so much trouble. And we've put in a new well, and we still hit major sulfur pockets, so. Okay, so this is our, and I don't know, maybe somebody was asking what this color is. It is, in my store also, it is called Brass Hardware. Okay, so I'm going to set that one aside also to dry a little bit. And I think we'll get out one more metallic, which I'm not usually too into metallics for my regular decor, but this is funky. This is for Halloween. I think we'll use this one, and it's called Chest of Gold, which looks more looks more bronzy to me. And don't tell anyone, but I'm going to use the same paintbrush. So we're going to paint the key with that, I guess. And then we'll go ahead, we may have to do this middle flower. I'm sorry, this video is going to take a while. Going to do the key with this, and then we're going to have to do that flower something else, I think, to balance it out. And then maybe do the other flower like that. I don't know if I have anything else really pretty in the metallics. I've got like a turquoisey color, but I'm afraid that's going to be too much bam when we're working with all these other colors. And I thought about painting all this ahead, but it's like, you know, I don't know. I didn't think that would be fair. Oh, really? Your mom thought, yeah. Well, and that's how it was, you know, when the kids were small. They, you know, wanted the kids got to drink bottled water and, you know, all that stuff. But to me, I mean, we drink it through the filter, through the fridge that actually all goes through all the filtering. And some people don't like it. I think it's all what you're used to. And I think that's true for so many things. And yes, this looks wonky now. I don't know if you guys can tell, but that's why we will heat it up and get it laid out flat. Sorry if I'm missing comments. I have a metal metallic. I bought it like a silver, like a gunmetal or something. You could dry brush that rusty over. Ooh, yes, that's true too. You could come back, put some detail into it. I don't think silver would go with all this. Do you guys? I don't feel it in my bones that it would go. I mean, it might. But I feel like with this yellowish warm color that I feel like silver's a cold color. And I am not artistically I am artistically challenged. I am not artistically trained, so that is just, yeah, my feelings. But we'll figure this out. I think we'll just work with what we've got here yet. Rust all over my light colored clothes. Yes, my brother has that problem still. No to silver, maybe black muted. Yeah, stick with the warmer colors. Okay. Okay, I think we've about got her licked here. Well, we still got to do the rest of it, but detail's kind of a little bit of a time sucker in there. Here, I've got all these million things to do, and I picked the longest Facebook Live ever to do. And this may not be the longest one, but it is sure not quick. It could be very relaxing. You're no typist. Black rose with copper or bronze stripe brush. I gotcha. Antique pewter is a great color that would work with the gold. Who needs training? Doesn't require what? Any organized training. You're the real inspiration. Yeah, I am not organized at all. If I can inspire you just a little bit, then my day is made. I probably inspire you all to get more organized because, yeah, this hot mess. It's just not my way, unfortunately. I'm trying. I tell you, I'm trying all the time. I told my husband last night, I need to go away somewhere and get away from the interruptions, get away from, you know, emails, messages, all that stuff so I can plan some things, but it's just, it is what it is. I want to plan out some of our next classes. None are artists, that's why you're a great teacher. You're normal. Yeah, thank you. Thank you for saying that. There are some people that are organized and I just don't understand. I try, I swear to God, I try. I come out here and I try to get my crap together. I've been trying harder at that lately. To say no formal training. Yeah, I've definitely not had any formal training. And it shows. But that's okay, right? Okay, we've got that done. I've set it aside to dry. Ooh, I see it. I see a few spots I missed. Doggone it. And depending on how grungy we go, I could finish them once they're on there, but I don't know how grungy we're going yet. And, you know, I don't know what I'm doing until I do it. Oh, I got some on there. Doggone it. And that is not probably going to come off, but I think it's okay. We'll just add some more in random spots, and there we go. It's meant to be. Okay. I'm going to get rid of that because I don't think we're going to use the rope. We need to paint these. I'm going to get the blackberry going again. For most of us artistic people, not organized. It took me 30 minutes to find my hand sander today. Well, see, I think when I organize, it gets worse. Because I can't find anything. Or if somebody tries to help me, they put it away. I'm like, where's away? Because I don't know where this is now. Organized people are boring. I don't know. I'm jealous of those who are organized. I will say that. Because, you know, what do they say? A cluttered house is a cluttered mind. Or I don't know. My mind is definitely cluttered. Definitely dealing with some adult onset ADD or ADHD. I don't know which one it is. But it's tough. It's hard to focus. Like, hocus pocus, I need to focus. And I keep saying that, but nobody cares in my house. I keep saying, leave me alone. I'm trying to focus. And they're tired of hearing me say it, but struggle bussing it over here. Which it's not like my kids are young, so they can fend for themselves. They have both moved out at this point, so nobody's going hungry per se. Okay, so we've got this blackberry, which I am totally smitten with now. It looks like a plum. I would call it plum if I were asked. Okay, so there we go. I think that's covered everywhere. And we may come back with that copper-ish color or gold and highlight some of that yet. Not sure. I'm going to set it over there. So now for this one, should we do it copper or I think we're going to do the chest of gold because that one's more my favorite. What am I missing on here? Can't organize more, forget where I put it. Yes, exactly. And I think I put something away so well. I was like, crap, where did I put it that I thought I would remember? And I don't. I do that with Christmas presents too. Yeah. Which I've gotten to the point, it's like gift cards because ain't nobody got time for shopping. Being organized is overrated. This is why you understand me. Yes. Yes, I'm a mess. Always putting stuff away for safekeeping. Yep. Yeah, I think there's some stamps I put away back in like 2001 that I've never found again. I know I bought them. And I've searched high and low. And you know what? No, and I swear I made it even to my house with them. I was thinking, well, maybe I never got them out of Walmart. Maybe they never made it home with me, but I'm pretty sure they did. And then there's always the random things I find that's like, ooh, I forgot about that. So, yeah. But I don't know. Join me on this journey of me trying to work through my third car garage so that I can get it all used up and have space to have my girls sit in there in March. That is a goal of mine. Because I don't want to just move it to the carport, because the carport's getting full up again. So I want to work through it, which has always been my idea, but dang, that time thing comes into play again. I feel ya. Yeah, the struggle is real. But anyway, isn't this gorgeous? Oh, and that goes so well with all this. Pretty, pretty. Loving it. Like I said, this stuff is really highly pigmented. It is not one of those that takes 3 coats to show anything. This is a 1 coat and done, at least, over this Would You Bend stuff. Looks really good. And it is really good for highlighting on furniture too. And I know it comes in other colors like champagne. These are just my favorite colors. I think champagne would be really pretty on a lot of things too. I don't know if I've ever played with that one. Okay, I think we're about done with this big one. We might highlight it with the blackberry, I think it is. I got plenty of paint on there. Let's put a little more here and there. I think it was actually the rusty color that I did that with before, but now we've got little bits of it everywhere. And that will help tie it all together, I hope. Oh, sorry, I keep backing out of frame. If you've never done a Facebook Live, it's harder than it looks. At least for me. I'm sure some people are just perfectly in frame and have their little X marks the spot, but y'all know that's not how I roll. Okay, so we've got that done. I don't think we'll need that bud. I don't know if they have more ivy looking stuff, like some, I don't know that they do. Where is that one I have that has some ivy looking stuff on it? Oh well, I don't see it, and I don't think we're gonna probably use it anyway. Let me dry this just a little bit because I think we're getting close to putting it on. And I just want to be able to handle it without transferring any more paint to my fingers. And I don't think I'm going to put any kind of stencil on this or anything. I think it speaks for itself. I think it's just awesome. Let's put, there's our key we're going to use somewhere. That and that and this. Or that one, either one. Strangers. Okay. Just kind of mapping this out. I see I missed a little smidgen in there. Just put that with my finger. Okay. And yes, I wiped it on my pants. Okay. Loving it. We'll warm that up and place it up there somewhere. I don't know, I almost feel like we need a floral, a blackberry something over here, but I don't know. Okay, let's glue these on. I'm just gonna get a little paintbrush and got my Type Bond Quick and Thick for putting it on. Loving that rose, loving the combo of colors. Awesome, me too. And of course, you know, I have no idea what this stuff is gonna look like when I get started. Oh my gosh, this stuff makes my hands hurt trying to get it out. It is good stuff. Okay, let's paint on some glue. Oops. I'm gonna bristle. Oh, there comes another one. Okay, I think we're pretty good here. Okay, so that will handle that. I think we'll place our flower next. Wow, I'm getting hungry all of a sudden. Let me get a drink here. Do you have another little guy for other corner? Is this corner, Jamie? I have these out. I'm sure I do have more of these I can rob from. Or I do, where is that little container with the molds? I do have some of the, these are really a lot smaller, but that might not be bad either. I could paint some of those up too. I could have one of these that could be a smaller. Ooh, and I would want to leave that scrolliness showing there. I could put those there. We could paint those up. You guys let me know what you think. Or I could go get some more out of inventory. What about a lock? Yes, I think I only have one lock yet left. I could go grab that. That would be cute too. That would be really cute. Would make a lot of sense, wouldn't it? Do you have like a mechanic wheel? I do. I do. Courtney, if you're hearing any of this and want to grab me a few more things so I don't have to leave my peeps, that would be amazing. She loves it when I'm on here and ask her to get me things. Just ask her, she'll tell you. Okay. That looks pretty good. And I'm gonna put it up there. Oops. Let's see, I can't remember how this one dries. Precise control, dries clear. Okay, good deal, because I see I got a little bit right there. Okay, and let's see, what are you guys saying? What am I missing? Oh yeah, lock for the key. Yes, the little rose or the lock. Courtney is awesome. Do you rent her out? I do not. I do not rent her out. Thank you, my love. We have the little gear, which I don't think I can get those anymore.
You can't get that either.
Yeah, I can't get any more of these. I'm going to email them, though, because those are so stinking cute.
I don't know what that is.
Okay, these are just washers. Oh, and this thing.
It's a planet.
A planet, I guess. So, think on that. The lock will look cool with the gate behind it, too. Yes. Yes, I'm liking that. He didn't say. I don't know if they're still out there working or not. What do we think in that area-ish? Area-ish? Or maybe more over here. That would be the center. There we go. That could be really cute. We might not even need the flowers. Okay. Let's glue this down since we know what we're doing with it. And it's going to take quite a bit more. Bigger area here. Should get a bigger brush. Okay. And let me get some more out. Actually, I want to put it right on. Get my edges. Or wherever the highest points are to get a good adhesion. Okay. There she is. She's on there. And we'll get this one on here. So I wish they had some little leaves, but because there's just a little gap there, but it's not any big deal. And I could X-Acto knife that and get them closer together if I really wanted to, but I don't really want to. Okay. Just trying to place them where I think I'm going to want them. I don't think so at the moment. Okay. Huh? Okay. Are they still out there? Because of what? Oh. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Actually, I'm going to put my hand up through the back there. make sure I'm getting that on there good. Oops, knock the iPad down. Okay, let's get this one done too. We still got our crows showing there. There's usually certain elements of papers that I really like to keep where you can see them. Okay. Alrighty. Get this one on here. Okay, now we're gonna, where do we want this key exactly? Thinking something like that. Trying to think where I should lay this to heat it up without bubbling up my paint. Let's put it on here to protect my paint. Okay, and this will warm it up, and then it will be bendable, pliable, and we can lay it down flat to glue it on. Ooh, there we go. And they say it takes about as long to cool off as it does to heat up, if that means anything to you. Okay, I think we're good and pliable. Let's put our glue on there. Okay. Did anybody give me any placement ideas? Lock, lock, lock. Do you ever throw a working clock in your... No, I never have. That would be cool, but I'm so scared. I have made some clocks and they just... The ones I bought were not reliable. It's just like they quit working so easy and it was just hard to put my name on them. Because I didn't want to deal with them coming back and I wanted the customer to have a good product. So I think I made one or two and I was like, I chickened out. Okay, there's our key. Let's do the lock and the cherry. I'm gonna call it buck cherry now. Blackberry is what it is. Let me drop my, yeah, I'm gonna drop that in there. My paintbrush that I was using, what did I do with it? I might have stuck it in the water already. I'll throw that one in there too. Okay. Looks like I'm getting a new brush. And let's paint this one. I freaking love this. Which my laundry room, one of my walls is painted a really deep dark plum. It was probably 12 years ago when I painted it, but I wouldn't paint it that same color now, but I do still love it. I'm just not the same person. Decorative wise, at least, anyway. Okay. Actually, set this down here. It is so cute. I'm gonna have to ask them to please make more of these. Because their website, there's so many things I can't find, and then I email them like, oh yeah, we can put that back in stock. So we'll see if I can get more of these locks. Because this was the only one I had. So stinking cute. Okay. And then I think I'm going to heat this one up from the back. Because they're not perfectly straight. Not bad, but let's see if, oh, there's the other one I was looking for. Let's see if heating it up makes that a little more easy to lay flat. It should help a little. Oh, I used to work in a clock factory. Ah, that would be fun. Ooh, that's something else I have in my stash. I love to paint the clocks that are already done, you know, that are just kind of a homely wood color. And then they can give them a new life, paint them white, distress, whatever. And then they're, you know, people want to use them again. Okay, let's see what we got here. But I do have like a little, just a little cheap, yeah, there we go. See, that's bendy now. Okay. I should have dried that a little on the front, but I think we're okay. Let's tight bond it and plop it on. I'm getting sloppy. I think I'm getting weak. I need to eat something. I had cereal for breakfast, loaded with sugar, I'm sure, so I think I'm dealing with the sugar crash now. Okay. So, there we go. What do we think about doing anything else up here on the moon, maybe? Or do we quit? What do we think? What do we think? And let's see, I've got this black berry on here. Love doing clocks. Yes. I hope, oh, that should be a challenge for our group. Does the tight bond dry clear? Yes, it says it does, Kathy, because I just read that a little bit ago. Because I was a little worried because I've got some sticking out. But it says it dries clear. So we're going to hold them to that. Okay, I'm going to hit the high sides with some of this black berry. I think I'm just going to start calling it Buck Cherry. I like his songs. I really shouldn't do that because then I'll never remember the real name. I am just trying to catch the outer, the edges of the petals, just to give it some definition. Okay. Love loving this. Thanks, Carla. My little teacher's pet. Did you see somebody called you that yesterday? Oh, I LOL'd. I can't remember if I don't know if it was Christina. I feel like it was. Because I was thanking you for my little treats you sent me that I super appreciate. So very thoughtful. And I do want to look at, yeah, there is a bag in there I really do want to look at closer in all my free time. I just have to make time. Okay. I think that's a nice touch. That is looking gorge. And I am hitting it a little bit more because I want it, I don't know, I want it a little, not puffy, but a little more on the edges. Okay, so then I think we'll come back with this color, the chest of gold. Oops, I about hit it. I think we'll come back with that and accentuate these. Actually, let's do a little bit of this cherry over the copper too. Let's see what that looks like. I can take or leave that. It's all right. It didn't hurt it. Well, let's do a little bit more on it. Okay. Now let's go back to, did anybody say I need anything up in the moon or should we quit him? Looking super cute. Could be Shelly. It does sound like Shelly, but I don't think it was. I think it was Christina. But I'd have to go back and look now. I can't remember, but I sure thought it was funny. I got a chuckle out of it. Yeah, Don, yeah, this is definitely a mixed media. We are mixing so many medias here. We've got these acrylic paints and the metallics. We've got decoupage paper or tissue paper, whatever you want to call it. We've got would you bend molds. I think what else, if we have anything else here. Mod Podge. Hit those little, oh, that is cute. I doubt you can even see that detail. Kind of highlight the top there a little. I just did it on the little bitty screws or whatever you want to call it. Okay, let's hit these real quick. I say real quick, but I think we know it's nothing about this project has been super quick. But yeah, Dawn, I would say just do it, just start, just play. Just enjoy yourself. Just start with, you know me, I just start with the things I love. Like working on my buffet, which I'm still not happy with, by the way. I think I might get some black dry brushing on it yet. But anyway, I just get out a bunch of things that I love and start, you know, because they usually tend to all work together. If it's something I love, it's usually in the neutral family. So just start small. Just do a little sign. You know, just think of this on a smaller scale. Much smaller. I mean, just a piece of scrap wood and some tissue paper. Maybe some chalks. I did a lot of that last year. A lot of playing with my chalks, and I mean, I have a bunch of mixed media laying around here. Well, I mean, mixed media can be so many things. I mean, basically almost anything we do is mixed media. Like this, for example, just because Dawn's talking about it. Decoupage papers in the background. The sunflower was decoupaged, that I just used the water method and pulled it out of a different paper and then went over it with stencils. So, I mean, that's just another form, and that's just on a scrap piece of lumber. I was just playing. This one's decoupage. I mean, this is also a form of mixed media. This is just a palette board that I've had for years with this decoupage paper and then a stencil. So it could be as simple as that. I mean, those are pretty simple. I hope that gives you a little idea, a little push. Just do it. Okay, I gotta finish that flower. I got excited. What would I sell this for? Oh gosh, probably not nearly what it's worth in my area anyway. I did get some of that. Ooh, it came right off. I don't know. I would have to figure out what I have in it. Because, you know, these Would You Bend molds are not free. And I've got quite a few of them on here. So. And I will probably keep this, actually. So I don't have a good answer for that until I would go through and add up what the Would You Bend stuff cost. And this frame was just something that, quite honestly, a lot of people would have just thrown away. And I do have a before picture of it. I will put that in when I post this picture. It was really super cute, but it was just no longer me. I loved the saying on it, but it was just too bright and bold and all the things I'm not really as into these days. I still loved it, but I wasn't going to use it. You found some padlocks if anyone's interested and they want it now. Oh, well, go Courtney. She's earning her paycheck today. I kind of did it at the beginning of this. Actually, if you go back to the beginning of this, I just did the edge of one of these. Oh, I don't need that color. So yeah, I mean, I have done it in the private group before too, I think, but couldn't even begin to tell you where to look for it now. And I know I've done it in the decoupage workshop. Like I said, go back to the beginning of this video when I tore this section off the decoupage paper. That's give you a really simple way to do it. I mean, that's not, because I mean, and actually that sunflower was a little tricky. It's just a wet paintbrush. It just makes the paper tear kind of jagged. I'm going to hit the key a little bit. Oops. Or a lot of it. And honestly, all these things we did to this, we can do on furniture too. So just keep that in mind. You can decoupage right on your furniture. You can glue these molds right on your furniture. All of this is furniture related if you want it to be. I don't think I have put molds on furniture yet. I want to. So many things I want to do. Now, if somebody would just come over and prep all my furniture, then I could be doing all this on furniture, but it takes time to do the prep the right way, and it takes room, and it's dirty work if you're sanding, if your piece needs sanded. And honestly, most of them do need a scuff sand at least, in my opinion. Okay, I think I'm done. Let me hit that copper a little bit. I'll take a picture later once it dries, because, you know, that tight bond is white when it's wet. So it better clear dry like it says it does. And I will hold it up here in just a second. Thanks, Frankie. Actually, I'm gonna go around this outside a little bit. Kind of grunge that up a little. And now that I did it there, I kind of got to do it around other places too. I'm gonna kind of grunge it a little. And that's just basically, I'm just kind of, not really dry brushing, but kind of dry brushing around the outer edges just to kind of, I don't know, I kind of like that look. If you've seen me use it, my charcoal pencils, it's kind of a shadowing effect. And it might not be your cup of tea. You can stop here. You don't have to keep going. And that will help give me that. I didn't like that little bit of blank space there, which once you put it on the wall, you would never notice. But that fills that in. I have no idea how long I've been on here, but sorry, this one is so long. So that's just a little shadowing. I think I like that. Put a little bit behind all the molds now, since I did it on one. Okay. Let's do the key and the other little pieces here. Hey, Rayanne. Yeah, I mean, I think you should. And actually, I'm pretty sure you're in my private group. There is actually, that's a good thing for Dawn too. You guys, type in mixed media in the private group. There is a bunch of, ooh, I'm going to do a little bit of this cherry along the insides here too. Black cherry. I still want to call it buck cherry. And I could do the copper too if I wanted to. All those colors. You know, obviously I'd want to start out thicker with the darkest and go inside with some lighter ones. I wouldn't want to just go right on top of all of them. Like I kind of am right now, but will anybody even notice the little hint of black cherry? Probably not. But I think it's adding some kind of depth and dimension to it. Okay. I think I'm gonna call it done. That is pretty stinking cool.